So essentially, in the end, your pedestal is going to be 12.5 inches by 12.5 inches by 35.5 inches. And I'm using a circular saw to follow the tape line that I created and just cut first the height that I want the pedestal to be. And then I'm gonna go through and cut these in half so that we have 4 total pieces, because remember we stacked them together. That's just so you have the most even cuts in the end. And then I'm also going to mark this singular piece of wood, which is our offcut, just to 12.5 inches so we have a squared off piece for the top. Now to screw this together, I'm actually going to be using 1.5 inch long wood screws, and I'm just going to sink them into the wood a little bit, meaning I'm going to over kind of drill them or screw them in and let them sink into the wood a bit. That way we can go in with a little bit of wood filler, and I'm just constructing this in a cube-like fashion, if you could imagine, like just making sure that as I'm working around in the square, it creates a nice square like this. So this is kind of what the framework was looking like. And the last step for the framework was adding on the top piece, which I screwed that on, and I went in with just an electric sander that I had on hand just to sand down any of those rough edges and make sure that all of our edges really met up, because that's the key for this column, is to really have clean edges.